Hey ladies, it's Barbara, your 61-year-old menopause drama mama. And today I am going to talk to you about the 3 biggest game changers that you can find for this whole menopause drama going on in your life. Now, you know, the hot flashes and your lack of sleep and anxiety and all these stress enhancers that seem to be just going crazy are just the little beacons, not even little, big beacons of warning lights going off inside of you saying, hey, something is wrong and we need to take care of this right now. And the first number 1 biggest game changer is hormone replacement therapy, ladies, HRT. You can either have the bioidentical, which is a tiny little pellet that your menopause doctor will insert right in your little butt cheek. I used to get those, except that's out of pocket and it would normally cost about $450 every 3 months to have that pellet inserted. So for me, it was a bit expensive. And so I resorted to the synthetic, but even the synthetic type of HRT, hormone replacement therapy, is made out of wild yams. They just have to do a chemical synthesis to get it into your estradiol patch. And my estradiol patch it's a half a milligram twice a week I do. And it's a tiny, tiny little patch, and it comes in, you know, this little packet. And that patch, I just put right on, right around, I switch it off Monday and Friday, and I will either put the patch on one side or then the next time I put it on the other side. And the other thing is micronized progesterone. This, is another one of your hormones that is just depleted after we go through menopause. And we're into that post-menopause. Our levels of hormones drop so significantly, and if we don't replace those, what happens is the 3 biggest diseases, ladies, will affect and attack our bodies. Number 1 is Alzheimer's. What happens without estrogen feeding our brain, it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So when you're getting that brain fog, when you start this whole journey from perimenopause to the postmenopause, and you can't remember things, that's the brain not receiving estrogen, ladies. So that's number 1. Number 2 is it feeds our hearts, that estrogen. And if we don't have it, we end up having hardened arteries, which leads to heart attacks. Now, it's a scary thought, but every 1 in 2 women die of a heart attack. And that is just unbelievable when it can be prevented by taking HRT. And the third one is osteoporosis. We no longer have the estrogen feeding our bones that we need it. And what happens is those osteoblasts are not being boosted in our bones anymore, and the turnover isn't happening. So we have also osteoclasts, and those are chewing our bone down quicker than we can build the bone up with the osteoblasts. So that is the number 1 game changer. And if you have heard that don't go on HRT, hormone replacement therapy, because it causes breast cancer, I'm linking below. Go under, hit the more, and there's a description box. And I always put all this extra information in the description box, so don't ignore that. doctors, and I will put their videos below, how they will debunk that whole WHI study. So it is a disservice, ladies, for doctors not to help you out and tell you you are going to have breast cancer if you take HRT. Now, that study was over 20 years ago, and HRT has come so much further than it was back then. But that study wasn't even about like what the ingredients were in HRT. It was doing women that were like 63 years old who had already been way past their menopause into postmenopause. So they were overweight and were obese and they were not healthy women. And 5 years into the study, they quit the study because some women did have breast cancer. And what happened is the breast cancer cell itself, before it can be read on a mammogram, takes 7 to 10 years for it to be diagnosed. So when they quit the study 5 years in, that means that breast cancer cell was already growing before they started HRT. All right, so that's up to you. Now also down below, I have Menopause Society, and that is where you can find a menopause doctor, and that's where I want you to get all the information you need regarding HRT. Now, on to number 2. Big game changer, ladies, is going to be driving down inflammation in your body. Now, I am a big person who loves to use natural things. So, driving down inflammation, these are the 3 things that I will make anti-inflammatory shots. It's organic turmeric, and then what I do is I grind this up after I've, cleaned it and took off the skin. I add ginger root, and I do the same thing, and I cut it down and clean it and then blend it all up. And I also use this beautiful little fruit, lemon. So these 3 things I put into my anti-inflammatory shot to take every day, and it will drive down inflammation, especially in your joints, in your stomach, and places that you start hurting. So that is the anti-inflammatory. That is a game changer for you, and I will do probably a video on how I make that anti-inflammatory shot, just in case you would like to do it too. And now another one is strength training. We have to gain back our muscle because we are losing so much of it from starting in perimenopause to when we hit menopause. We have lost 3 to 8% of our muscle mass already, and that is just horrific on our bodies. So I do strength training for my arms and my legs, or you can use weights. Now you can use 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, 15, whatever suits you, but I would not want to do anything that is going to harm your joints. So start out slow and build up if you can in your weights, because you do not want to injure yourself. And I've seen videos already on YouTube telling women you have to do the strength training, you have to have these heavy weights. Well, like for me, a heavy weight, I will strain my neck muscles, and then like the next day, I will have the worst migraine ever. So start very low in your weight. And my favorite, absolute favorite, is the band. I love using the band for all of my strength training. So anyway, the next one is magnesium. So we are not getting the sleep anymore that we need, and this is a game changer at night, ladies. Magnesium glycinate is what I use, and that micronized progesterone also, you take it at night. So it helps you sleep, and I will tell you, I get the best night's sleeps now. I used to only get 2 hours every night of sleep, and I would get out of bed and have to sit in the living room. I'd sit in the dark, and it was just so god awful lonely not having sleep. So big game changer, getting your 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. So next up, you want the game changer. So these were my lifestyle resets for, that was number 2. Number 1 is the HRT, or the bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. Game changer number 1 that was. Game changer number 2 is a reset of your body and taking care of it the best you can. Like, also in resetting that body, you have to kick sugar to the curb, because that we no longer, when we lose our estrogen, it's no longer feeding the pancreas. And what happens is estrogen, when it was feeding the pancreas, it would help with the sugar. And there is a beta cell that it's called inside the pancreas. And I don't want to be all medical about it, but what that beta cell did was help the sugar get penetrated into our regular cells for energy. And without the estrogen feeding your pancreas, no longer are the beta cells working to help penetrate into your regular cells for energy. So then it just starts building up and visceral fat sets in. Now, in the beginning, you know, I was always active and I've always done exercising, but then when menopause hit, I just kept gaining the weight no matter how much exercise I did. I had redone my whole food intake and got rid of the sugar, and that still wasn't working, and I kept gaining weight and kept gaining weight. And I will share a photo of what I looked like before I went into perimenopause and what I looked like at menopause. It was scary. I was gaining weight and I couldn't stop it. And then it was like a year after that picture was taken, I still gained like another 10 pounds after that. And so it is so crucial to your health to try and get all this stuff under control. Next is going to be supporting your gut and liver health. Now, you want to take, if you can, women, I just get, I don't know, you know, all the brands out there, but I just take Physician's Choice, which is a probiotic, and we have to get that gut flora back in check, because it's not breaking down like it used to, the foods we ate and the sugar and all that stuff going through there. So you want to get your gut back to like in sync, so there's not more bad bacteria than good bacteria. So definitely a probiotic is really good for you, and you want to include prebiotics. So, you know, and you can do that naturally. You can get your cruciferous vegetables, you know, broccoli or broccoli sprouts, add into your diet. You can drink like kefir, incorporate sauerkraut into your diet. I'm trying to think of other ones that would be really good for your gut to help with that prebiotic and probiotic. Also oats. Oats are really good. Now I do oats in the morning, and what I add to it is I usually put in my chia seeds. So that way I'm getting a very nutritious breakfast for me. Now I don't know, everybody probably can't have oats, but that's what I take for my stomach, and it has helped me quite a bit. And I will add fruit into my oats, and usually my creatine for exercising, so I put that in my oats in the morning. And I will also add my bamboo silica and in my oats in the morning. So that's how I pretty much start my day, so that way I'm ready to do my exercising and get on with the day. Next up also is your liver health. Extremely, extremely important, ladies. And these will help your liver. Organic Dandelion Root Tea is the one I have. That's excellent for your gut, your liver health. Digestive Enzymes. I take Zenwise, and this is got the prebiotic and probiotic in it. And also, I do NAC. It's a free radical protection, and it supports a healthy liver, and that's what I need. So I will take this at night when I take my nighttime supplements before bed, and that is for your third game changer, is your gut and your liver support. And then your extra added benefit is to always stay hydrated. Very important for us. Everything in our body needs water. We have to have that in order to move things around and out of our system, from our stomach and our intestines, and it feeds your cells, your brain. We need water. We need more of it. So drink up, what you can during the day. And a beneficial additive that I use in my water is the Ultima 6 Essential Electrolytes. I like the lemon flavor, so that's what I take, and it tastes so good. And this electrolyte has in it, and it's low in sodium. It only has 55 milligrams of sodium in it, but it does have calcium, it has potassium, vitamin C, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, and manganese and chloride. So this is 90 servings, and it has just one tiny scoop in a 16 ounce. So that's what the scoop is. And I think it's like $40, but there are other hydrating ones that you can buy. Like I get this on Amazon. Like LMNT is really, really good. And my youngest son, Waylon, uses that, but he works at a golf course outside all day in the sweltering heat. And so that's what he buys, and he said he loves it. That one's way more expensive than this one, but for 90 servings, that will get you through a couple months at least. So this is what I use, and I will have all the links down below of the benefits of everything that I share and where you can purchase all of this. I mean, the ginger root and the turmeric, I just get at my grocery store. Woodman's we have in Wisconsin, so that's where I get it, but I'm sure other grocery stores carry that too. So ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay hydrated as much as you possibly can, and I hope and pray that you can get your health back. Please go see a menopause doctor. That is like the one thing I wish for every woman going through menopause, is to see a menopause specialist. So click that link below. Do yourself a huge favor for your health, because like I said, the 3 biggest diseases is your brain shrinking for Alzheimer's, hardening of the arteries for a heart attack, and your bones, becoming brittle with osteoporosis. So ladies, I really hope that you loved this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up so YouTube says, oh, this woman is getting likes. So we will put her YouTube videos in other people's feeds that are looking for the same kind of help that you are. Subscribe to my channel if you're liking this and you would like to see more of my videos, and hit that bell, and then you'll get notified when I put my next video up. So ladies, with that, I hope you have the best day wherever you are in this great big old world that we're living in. And all my love and hugs to you. I'm a big hugger in real life, so that's why I'm always saying love and hugs to you. And I want you to just have the most fantastic day. So love you ladies. Mwah. And I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.